vision.
He didn't take the news well.
I was at that last screening. It was the Bigfoot stuff that put him over the edge.
They'd added it without his knowledge. He'd wanted Goofy and Max to wander into a thrift store and discover Huey Newton's rattan throne. And once they sat in it,
I'm doing this for all of us.
Oh boy, this is bad.
These things, they ain't no bedtime story. They will not stop until they destroy everything you have. You gotta kill them before they kill you.
What's going on? We are back. We are live, and we back in the Atlanta season 4, episode 8 and 9 review. The Goof who sat by the door. And episode 9, I'm about to get my co-host on here to help me out with this. Episode 9. I'm about to
Don't ask me these questions.
I know it's Alfreds World. I know it was something and Alfreds World.
These titles have been off the chain lately. I can't keep up.
Anybody
I'm
that's
looking
coming
it
through,
up now.
y'all let me know in the comment section. But I know episode 9 is something Alfred's World. I know that much. Yes, man. We are back. Excuse us for missing episode. Well, not really missing episode 8, but coming in with a basic back-to-back review. Episode 8, the Goof who sat by the door. I'll be wanting to say the Goof who sat next door. I don't know what I'll be thinking about. But yes, man, a very, very interesting episode. I am still one of those individuals that's trying to make sure that this is not a real documentary. This is not based on a real person. I mean, maybe the individual is not a real person himself, but maybe the situation could be real. I don't know. I'm just saying. What up, the homie? Appreciate you coming through.
What up, the homie?
And I'm not talking about a black CEO. I'm talking about just a black dude coming up with this type of story as far as a Goofy movie. I'm just saying, I don't think it was ever a black CEO. I don't think them niggas was going to let somebody slide up in there that early at that day and time.
A long time ago, I saw a video of somebody saying that what's the blackest Disney movie? And I was like, Lion King, right?
Hey,
that's right. I was like, Lion King. They was like, you wrong.
Nah, the homie, I ain't got Discord yet. I'm gonna say yeah like, because I don't even know what you're talking about, but I done seen certain things about Discord or whatever, but yeah, I ain't yet.
Discord is like Reddit.
Okay.
So yeah, you say whatever, do whatever, transpire whatever. Yeah, Discord is like Reddit. But you have your own like private room, you know, like.
Oh, okay.
We talk about it later. But yeah, anyway, somebody and they was like, no, it's a Goofy movie. And I was like, Goofy movie? And then they was talking about how the principal was talking about Max is gonna end up in jail or worse, the electric chair. And I was like, damn, they do talk to black kids like that. You know what I mean? Like you ain't they you know that you gonna end up in jail, don't let the law you know
him trying to take him out, trying to, you know what I'm saying, as far as Goofy trying to take his son out, to kind of loosen up his mind or whatever to keep him out of trouble.
Yeah.
Goofy was he was a single father. I ain't watching. Even after this, I wanted to go back and watch a Goofy movie. And to be prepared, I'm more than likely gonna work on doing like a little retro Goofy movie review.
I love a Goofy movie. I'm trying to think, did I go to the theaters to see that or did I see it at home? I think I went to the theaters. I can't remember who I was with though. Right?
Shout out to the
No, I'm still recovering from this stupid cold. It won't let me be great.
Man. And it keep moving back and forth too as far as this cold. Because now one of my other kids done got sick a little bit. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Man, ain't nobody in my house stopped coughing yet.
But yes, we're introduced to a fictional character. I'm about to say Thomas Wayne. Thomas Washington.
Shout out to the person that photoshopped this Negro so effortlessly into all these photos.
All of them,
like,
bruh,
they look so real.
Home videos, all of that. Yo, Donald Glover directed this episode too, so I don't know. I forgot who wrote it, but I know he directed it. So yes, the effort put into all of this, making it once again, having somebody look it up and like, man, is this dude real? And so
Right.
Thomas Washington, right? I know he had a middle name, but I'm going
Yeah,
to
it's
Thomas
Washington.
Washington. I'm about to say Thomas Wayne. Damn, Bruce Wayne, Daddy, Batman. But yeah, we're introduced to a character named Thomas Washington, who was pretty much the first black CEO of Disney at a point in time. Not real, of course. Well, as far as we know, I definitely looked this up though. I had to. But the thing I got real interested in was them doing somewhat of the backstory. We are getting a straight up documentary. I don't want to know true Hollywood story type shit. I'm talking about a straight up documentary on a fictional character. And I'm talking about fictional parents. I'm talking about fictional co-workers. All this and the third. And you sitting here like, hold on, you sure this ain't real? You sure this not real? This episode definitely probably gonna get nominated for an Emmy. I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah.
But anthology episode, shout out to the Black American Network?
What was it? Dang.
BNA, BAN.
Dang, I'm mad that I don't remember now because I just started
Might be
watching
Black
another,
Network of America.
I started watching another show and they had like a black music television network, and now I'm just thrown off. So
Because this is the same network that had the interview with Paperboy. And when we have our transracial dude from the first season, I think, and we had all those commercials, Swisher Sweet.
yes, oh my god, I remember that episode. I love. He was like, my label don't even something about him getting paid, and he was like, we ain't getting paid for this.
The interview.
I was like, all right, damn.
Yes, Thomas Washington. We get a little bit of background on him being one of the individuals that's kind of, I guess you would call a nerd. And like they were saying, being a black dude, even at that time, or even in this day and age, I would say, but it's kind of different in this day and age. You kind of a nerd is kind of the thing now, somewhat, if you would look at it in 2022, honestly. It's like, yeah.
I feel like being a nerd is more acceptable now, but like surely when we was in school,
You know your multiplication?
Bruh, I remember somebody looked at my transcripts and they was like, your lowest grade is a B? I was like, yeah. And it was like a high B. They was like, what the hell? They was like, you smart.
To be excited about reading out loud and people looking at you like
I still
like
didn't
this
like
story.
reading out loud.
Like,
I don't want to read. I hated doing.
Oh, I
Why
wanted
are
to
we
read out
reading
loud.
out loud?
I definitely.
No.
I enjoyed it, especially when we was reading certain things I enjoy reading, and we had certain moments where we read them Goosebumps books. Let me read this. I'll do it.
Oh, you didn't take it to elementary school.
But yes, speaking on that, Thomas Washington is a guy who pretty much was a nerd coming up. He liked to draw a lot. He liked to do certain things that his peers didn't like to do, so he was picked on a lot. Not an unfamiliar story, especially coming from where we come from or just being black.
Yeah, especially with
You talk white.
Didn't they say he got it from both ways? Because he went to a white school, so he got bullied, and then he got bullied for going to a white school. Like, I was like, oh my god, like that is so stupid. Like, why do we do that? Like,
and they say that was kind of like his motivation too, for him trying to do what he was trying to do. Especially with pushing the blackest movie they trying to say, as far as in Disney or whatever.
I mean, go back and watch Goof. It is the blackest Disney movie. It is black.
Then they kind of say what kind of pushed him over the edge, as far as when he was trying to come up with these stories or whatever, and more so than anything, when they was trying to change what he wanted to do, as far as pertaining to a Goofy movie. Which they did end up doing. Once again, it's not supposed to be real, but once you sit here involved or invested in this story, and me as an audience member watching, knowing I done seen a Goofy movie and just watching this, I'm like, so they don't sit there. I wasn't supposed to like the Bigfoot scene. Hold on, nah, see. So we were supposed to get a Huey Newton scene. Like, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm thinking of Boondocks and all of that. Now I'm starting once again. I had this little poll of asking, could Atlanta make that live action version of the Boondocks, and I still feel like they can, especially with an episode like this.
Would they rehash the same episodes, or would it just be like a new thing?
Be a new thing.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Leave that
please
what
don't.
it is. No,
Yeah,
don't even touch that.
thank you. That's how you do a reboot, is you leave something what it is and maybe glean from it. Like, yeah.
Donald Glover being who I think he is, he would bring the original creator in from the Boondocks. I'm very surprised he ain't got to that point yet, but maybe he's still trying to get a little bit of extra power.
Hey,
because
man,
his name out here now.
That'll be hot if we got an animated episode of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we don't have animated Friday.
I mean, not like. I don't want them to take. I want it to be like its own episode, but it's animated. I don't know.
I got what you're saying. I mean, I think it could work. I ain't watched animated stuff like that in a while. Not to get off topic, but a show called The Boys, which comes on Amazon Prime, they got an animated spinoff of what they do, and I heard it's kind of good. So it might be straight. I mean, Family Guy, shit like that. I mean, I enjoyed all that, and I feel like we ain't had nothing like a Boondocks in a long time. Even with Family Guy, I feel like they ain't. Well, I ain't watched Family Guy in a long time, but I know they still doing their thing. But just saying,
barely.
Yeah,
it's so cringe now. But
back in the days though, and you gotta remember, Family Guy came out in the 90s. So hey, but yeah, man, Thomas Washington. We kind of get into his story as far as him first getting into Disney, as far as him even going through college and his drawings and him coming up with the whole Goofy drawing or whatever.
Yo, so when they had that conversation about why are they letting Mickey walk Pluto and Goofy is a dog, so go Google it. Goofy is not a dog, he is a cow.
Goofy is a cow?
That's what the fuck the internet says. I was like, okay. So yeah, he's not a dog. I don't see cow. Bruh, that's what I was like. I mean, no. No. I don't know.
Nah, I don't discriminating against animals. The serious tone, though, they try to bring with this as far as just what Thomas Washington is doing with a Goofy movie. Once again, I was a fan of a Goofy movie, and even going back and watching those scenes, especially the ending scene with him rapping, it's like, oh, yeah, this was a black film. The music, this was a black film. That whole performance at the end, yeah. But he said it was supposed to be a scene where him and his son were driving, and they supposed to get stopped by a cop. And that's another scene they supposedly took out like
that. That would have been horrible. Anyway, it's funny. No, and then they was talking about like Tevin Campbell was, Tevin Campbell wasn't the first choice.
Yes, that's.
I was like, they wanted Bobby Brown, but Bobby was not having a good image for Disney to want to use him.
And I kept asking it too as far as the Disney thing, but I keep forgetting that Disney owns FX, so they didn't mind. Yeah, you can use us. Yeah, why not? I mean, this is us. We making money. This
right.
Us.
You ain't doing nothing but promoting us even more. They knew after this niggas was gonna go stream Goofy movie on Disney Plus.
Deal. I wasn't even thinking about that.
They not stupid.
Oh my goodness.
They gonna go watch it. It's
two birds, one stone.
They knew we was gonna go to Disney Plus and be like, yeah, I'm about to watch Goofy.
Then
they know they was gonna get streaming. Then they know they was gonna get streaming because we was gonna go stream damn Powerline songs. They're not.
That's Donald Glover too, though. I mean, I only could imagine him going in there to this meeting, or maybe he didn't even have to do that. I mean, I think they had enough trust in him, being that this is the 4th season of Atlanta. It was like, you can do what you want to do. But I'm guessing when he went to the executives, like, yo, I'm using Disney, like, I'm using y'all name, and I'm gonna use one of y'all movies that I love.
Exactly.
And you gotta know that Donald Glover loved a Goofy movie. The way he went into detail about all of this. But
Bro, that was funny when he was dancing, talking about so you're not animating it right. That's not how black people dance. That shit had me rolling off. Like,
and the footage, once again, them boys,
yeah.
and I'm like, hold on, is this shit real? Like, do y'all really got this footage? Everybody in their 90s clothes, the VHS looking goddamn thing.
That was,
This ain't
that
it
was
though.
on
Look,
point.
I'm gonna show But yeah, man, they said my man Thomas Washington started drinking. Like I said, started really getting pushed as far as what he really wanted for a Goofy movie, and the fact that the executives or people over Disney didn't want that. And they even said that he knew he was gonna get fired, but he was prepared for that. I'm guessing. Once again, we're not talking about a real individual, but still, I was still looking at this as a real individual, just watching it for the first time or whatever. They gonna do the brother like that. Of course they gonna do him like that. And I'm looking it up like, so what's up? Is he still around or whatever? I'm like, wait a minute, he died. Wait a minute. Oh, no, he's not real.
Man.
He not.
The
No,
funniest thing was him talking about the celebrities that he had hanging in his office. Then the fucking celebrity cameos, like, yeah, we was there all the time.
Sandbag.
Like, no, that.
Who was damn Janet Jackson? Janet Jackson didn't make a cameo on here, but everybody that was named Arsenio Hall, everybody. And you remember back then in those times who everybody was at that time. I'm surprised they didn't say Tupac or somebody. But once again, you remember when we was talking about it earlier, as far as him, the way they was talking about him, as far as being picked on, his image, as far as being a nerd and the things he liked. It was him somewhat as far as trying to prove a point, but not only that, trying to put the black image, I guess, out there.
Mm-hmm.
And even some of the executives, as far as the white executives, talked about how they would try to, I guess, approach him or even go in some of these meetings or these parties or whatever that he was having with all these other black celebrities, and he would say something about them and look at them crazy, and they'd start laughing or whatever. And they'd be like, I don't get it. Like, as far as the white executives, I don't get it.
They had, damn, I forgot what he said. It was something specific.
That's what I couldn't, I was sitting here trying to, I can't remember what he said. It
Man,
was something funny, though. Shout out to the right.
Bruh. And that's what I feel like white people do think we be talking about them. Half the time we don't. It just be somebody will say something and we just start laughing and they don't get it. It be inside jokes though, but like
yeah, but then it's like they probably in their whole mind is like, I can't make the same joke because y'all gonna take it some type of way, and then it's gonna be like, oh, so what you trying to say? Is you being racist? Like,
they already got a joke. It's called Shut Up, dear.
A Goofy movie.
No, I wish I knew more about the spook that sat beside. What the fuck is it called? I'm gonna say this shit right. The spook is the one that's based off. I wish I knew more about that. Yeah, it's a book and a movie.
I ain't seen a movie, but I do know. I know you haven't seen Snowfall, but it's based around, like I said, the late '80s or whatever. But they got a Black Panther, ex-Black Panther member that's actually carrying around this book, and the fact that they're dealing with the CIA, and this is based around real events as far as the CIA and what they were supposedly doing, or what I don't know. Hold on, yeah.
I just
Y'all
read
ain't about to do me like that.
I just read the synopsis of it. It says a former CIA agent organizes black teens into a well-trained guerrilla bands bent on overthrowing the white establishment.
And so you know anything about the KGB?
That sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
It's not like a CIA version of Russia.
Okay, yes. See,
they got kind of involved when certain things was going on as far as, Free Ray, Ricky Ross, all of that shit. Like,
oh wow,
it's a lot. That's a lot. Snowfall is a good show.
So I say, you know, you moving a lot if you get in other countries.
As far as them not liking, Russia don't like, you know what I'm saying? So they come in like, if we can put y'all name associated with what y'all doing with this, yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, I thought you told me. Yes, man. My bad. We ain't got off topic. Well, it's kind of the same thing as far as what we saying and what Thomas
Yeah.
Wayne was fighting for. I mean, Thomas Washington. My bad, Batman. But what Thomas Washington was trying to fight for, at the same time, kind of drove him over the edge. And we even get certain background stories as far as with his son, who is older now, talking about his relationship with his father, and kind of the re-images of what he was trying to bring to a Goofy movie and what he was doing in his own life with his son, and those re-images, reimaginings or whatever, as far as Thomas Washington and what he was trying to do.
Yeah, like the whole fishing trip thing.
Yeah. That scene was funny, but what was they trying? I'm trying to. Were they trying to be funny with the whole thing with him and his eyes? Because it was certain points that he didn't have his eyes like that. I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know.
and I'm like, was they doing it with the whole thing because Goofy or whatever?
I don't know.
Donald Glover, you got to answer that. But yes, definitely interesting one, man. And the ending though, as far as him and pretty much drinking or whatever, kind of, I ain't gonna say losing it, but going through the fact of them doing what they did to his movie or whatever, and still putting it out without. I'm not saying was it without his knowledge, well, with his knowledge, but the fact that they had did them changes or whatever to it as far as a Goofy movie.
Well, he was basically fired at that point, so
Yeah.
it didn't matter. But no, he didn't know that they put the whole Bigfoot thing in there until afterwards or something like that.
But then we get our little, once again, background footage or docu footage, kind of the last moments with Thomas Washington, him kind of going through it and drinking or whatever, and this was the last scene with him, and drove into a lake, and this is where I got confused because I was thinking about the Atlanta lake, but he was in California.
Yeah. Yeah.
His body was never found, and his son said this, and I'm like, okay, so, and then they found the things in the water as far as the live versions of the Goofy shoes and the Goofy glove, and I didn't know if they were trying to be funny with that. Even with that, I was like, I'm laughing too. I ain't gonna front. I was laughing a little bit. I was saying, like, what the?
Yeah, and they talking about him doing the laugh, the yep.
And they did it too.
Yeah. Bruh.
And my whole thing was they saying that he was driving with this stuff on, or what?
Man, it's so much to this where I was just like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know.
At the same time, it was sad. It made a Goofy movie a little bit, especially when they showing the whole scene with when he falling off the waterfall as far as Goofy, and they having them talking in the background and having a little sad music playing. I'm like, man, y'all fucking this movie up. Next time I watch this, ain't nothing to think about but Atlanta. And you can't without watching this now.
Yep.
Thank you, Donald Glover. Did you have any other meanings to this? I feel like it was something definitely a more deeper.
Nah.
I know I didn't catch everything.
No, I didn't catch everything either. I was just so confused. Like, wait.
Thank you. Once again, I wanted to make sure I wasn't the smartest nigga in the room because I wasn't. I was sitting here still at certain moments like, are y'all want me to notice certain things or catch certain things? Because I see what y'all saying, but it's like I don't see everything.
I feel like it wasn't supposed to be that deep, and we was trying to make it deeper.
That's what I'm about to say too. And that's why I was laughing. That's why I was talking about the moments where I think we were supposed to be laughing. This kind of took me back to the D'Angelo episode. Like, oh shit, here y'all go. Y'all done got us again. once again, an episode directed by Donald Glover. Shout out to him. And man, if he do things like this, I only could imagine what he could do with some horror. I would like to see him try to do. He kind of remind me of Jordan Peele a little bit as far as what he does with Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let me know how y'all felt about episode 8, the Goof Who Sat by the Door. Next, we getting into is the episode I can't name. Episode 9. Paperboy centric episode.
Boy. Paperboy. And Andrew Wyeth, Alfred's World. I don't know.
Okay, there we go. Andrew Wyeth, Alfred's World, episode 9. This is definitely a Paperboy centric episode. We have a couple little side characters in here. Nobody from the original cast besides Paperboy.
I mean, you got Earn on the phone.
Yeah.
You got Earn on the phone, but that's about it.
We got Paperboy though just pretty much chilling, getting away from the world, relaxing,
shooting
the Draco in the woods.
Yeah, his safe farm.
Okay, because I was wondering, like,
that's what they called it in the last episode. Well, in the episode,
the Soldier Boy,
the crank that killer. They had to go to the safe farm.
So he ain't had this at first though. I'm thinking.
No, I think he just purchased it, but it was something he had been talking about.
It seemed like some of a safe haven too, to trying to get away and try to all the distractions, especially where he had in his career.
Yeah, because it seemed like these people around him don't know him, and he can move freely. So
at first I didn't know if people knew where he was at. It seemed like he was kind of like not telling nobody where he was at, and when Ern kept calling, it was like he not telling nobody, and Ern looking for him or whatever, being who he is now. Like,
yeah, that was
I'm your manager. Not only am I a manager, I'm your cousin. I care, nigga. Where you at? What's up?
Yeah, that was concerning.
But yeah, man, my boy Paperboy just chilling and relaxing, and I ain't gonna say this is not a weird episode, but it's Paperboy doing what he doing as far as just coming across a random tractor. Like, I want to get this tractor going. I'm like, why? But then again, it's like, why not?
Man.
Y'all.
Did you see what he was growing?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so he trying to expand that into a field so he can make more money. Ain't nobody trying to be I'm
looking at it clarity of clearing your mind, I guess, for him. Like, just doing some shit. I mean, this nigga looked up the YouTube video to change the oil and everything. I'm like, damn, Paperboy, like, nigga, come over to the crib. I need you. Like,
I feel like Paperboy trying to chill. Like, he trying to do normal stuff that has nothing to do with making music, the music industry, Hollywood, entertainment, none of that shit.
He ain't never been that type of person either. As far as Paperboy, he always kind of, as far as even getting the superstar status, seemed like he's still who he is. As far as who he was introduced to in season 1.
Pretty down to earth. Yeah, like not that his character arc hasn't changed. It's just that he's had the same kind of personality traits. Like, he's just chill.
Damn, boy. But even since season 1, he has always had crazy events happening with him.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like this was the craziest one.
No, but I feel like this could have been, like, this situation was very dangerous.
It was dangerous, but even with that, I don't feel like it was the most serious one.
I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was going. Yo, first of all, like you said, by the way they did the trailer, and then like when it got to a certain point, I was like, Paperboy dead. I was like, they really gonna kill Paperboy. I thought
the
he was
episode,
dead.
I thought he was gonna get robbed, and they pulled the guns out and looked like they might even shoot him, and even still come after him when he running through the woods. To me, that's still the more serious, even more tense episode where I thought something could actually happen to him. This one, it's the closest one next to it. Even when the nigga in the car pulled the gun at him and told him, man, I don't even want to do you like this, but I gotta rob you, man. Like, Nick. Like, I don't need you to chase me, man. Like, get out the car. I forgot. Y'all know the episode I'm talking about when he was trying to re-up. But yeah, Paperboy is dealing with somebody who's disturbing his crop. Not only disturbing his crop, pretty much what he has going on as far as where he at in the middle of the woods. His what we call it, Soldier Boy.
His safe farm.
Yeah, his
like
safe
state farm. So it's his safe farm.
I don't even know what this animal is. I'm not even sure if it's an animal. And that's where I was at the moment. I'm like, what? Because this is Atlanta. I don't know what he dealing with. I don't know what it could be.
I mean, he ain't got nothing too crazy. At least I
gotta ask you this: is goddamn hogs out here in Atlanta like that?
Bruh. I know for sure in like.
And that was terrifying, by the way.
I know for sure in like Louisiana, yes, like in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was right the first time. In Louisiana, yeah, because they got like swamps and shit. So they got if he's near Savannah, maybe because there's swamp water down there. So
hogs like straight up like these.
Yeah, like I don't know if they look like.
And this is the same one. No, this is the one he was dealing with.
I mean,
I will get to that.
Don't get me lying about what hogs are native to what part of the United States. I'm just saying I know.
I'm thinking, goddamn, this is the same one that they was dealing with on Anaconda.
I know that the swamplands have hog issues because that's their habitat, and like people have heard shit like when they out in the swamp areas at night, and it's just the hogs making noise. I told you, I watch a lot of shit.
I ain't even associated hogs with swamps. Thank you, though. Damn, I haven't.
I watch a lot of shit and retain a lot of information from the shit that I watch. So yes, hogs live near swamps.
Paperboy is pretty much trying to get some things done as far as getting rid of this residue, as far as whatever is leaving behind this residue, as far as shit, basically, and tearing up the property, pretty much. Even after he's pretty much going to get stuff to pretty much replace it or fix doors or whatever, shit still getting broken into. And I really enjoyed the conversation between him and the old guy at the store that he's buying the stuff from. Shout out to him in the trailer too, making it more creepier than it actually is. Yes. The actual episode.
They pieced together that damn trailer like a fucking horror movie. That's why I was like, oh, are they gonna kill Paperboy?
Even with the damn song at the beginning of the theme, as far as the Ghetto Boys, Mind Playing Tricks on Me, which played perfectly with this episode before we even finished the episode. But yes, man, my boy Paperboy out here trying to get some stuff to prevent this creature or whatever he dealing with. Not creature, animal. I ain't gonna say creature, supernatural, but it's Atlanta once again. And I had some. I mean, we had an invisible car. We had some type of supernatural white dude show up in a boat a couple of episodes throughout season 3. But yeah, throughout what Paperboy's trying to do as far as get rid of this animal, him and this tractor, he just seemed to not want to get away from it, and he actually gets a moment where he gets it turned on. Not before getting rid of a creature.
It's a rodent. That was a big ass rat stuck in the, what's that, exhaust? I don't know. Don't get me lying about tractor parts. Bruh,
that's
first of all, I'm like, gloves. Dude, you ain't got no
He probably had them around.
You ain't got no garden gloves in your back pocket. Bruh.
I ain't gonna lie, I would probably went ahead and did it too. If I'm doing what he doing right there at that moment.
No.
I'm like,
germaphobe, rabies.
Shout out to the acting by Brian Tyler Harry.
I don't know.
But once he does that, and after he watched the YouTube video, and pretty much, I'm thinking not only changing the oil, but getting certain things done under the hood. Well, I ain't saying the hood, my bad, the tractor. He get it crunk.
He get it right.
He's riding. And I mean riding. And it's once again a peace of mind type of thing. It seems like just enjoying time to itself. Once again, it looked hot as hell out there too. But in the midst of Paperboy doing all that, my man pretty much gets stuck. And Paperboy, his moments. In the midst of him, whatever he was trying to do with the tractor, the shit pretty much is stuck in a ditch or something, and it ends up rolling downhill, and he's rolling with it. and the shit rose on top of his leg.
Bruh,
Like
I thought he was pinned down, and this is where I thought Paperboy was gonna die. I was like, he's pinned down. He does not have his phone, and and it's a hog out there. I was like, how is he going?
I didn't know what was out there.
See, no, because this was after the point that the dude had told him that the hogs were that it's
So
probably a hog.
Okay.
Yeah, he told him. He was like, it's probably a wild hog, and that's when Paperboy kept laughing because he was like, a woman has been devoured, but like eaten by a hog. Once I learned that pigs could consume a whole human's body, I was like, I see why Dorothy was screaming when she fell into the pig pen at the beginning of.
And I watched Hannibal.
The Wizard of, bruh, I see. That's where I learned it from. And I was like, it made me afraid of pigs and hogs, and I thought Paperboy was dead.
That's why they say they're some of the disgusting creatures as far as they'll eat anything, they'll consume anything.
Yeah.
I'm eating my bacon. But yeah.
No. No, I don't do pork.
Swine.
But yeah. I thought that his foot was trapped under the tractor, and I was like, he's dead. Because that hog is gonna come eat him in the middle of the night. I was like,
I thought his leg was what his foot was, but man.
His foot was fucked up though.
Oh yes. And they showed everything too. But my boy Paperboy, he ends up somewhat hobbling up out of there a little bit and literally crawling across field. I don't know how many miles he was, where he was from, how far he was, but it looked
He
far.
was across the pond.
So he was closer than I think he was.
He could see the house, but he had to, because remember he saw the Amazon person and he's screaming.
It made it look way worse than it thought it was. Oh, you're right. You is right. The Amazon, because he had just ordered that shit because he couldn't find one at the store. The skillet, I think. Yeah. Damn,
right.
But it made it seem way worse than it.
I just knew I was like, Paperboy dead. That
house still was in the midst of being the evening, and he didn't get there to nighttime crawling.
Yes. It took him, because I don't know. Have you ever had your foot fucked up to the point where you couldn't walk? I have. Cheerleading accident.
Maybe I have, but I'm a person that I will.
I tried to walk. I walked on mine the day that I fucked it up, and then the next day I could not walk at all. Like I literally had to hop around and hobble. Like it, I couldn't put any pressure on it. It was that I don't see how he made it back because just like getting up and going to the bathroom and doing shit for myself because wasn't nobody trying to help me.
Shout out to Kurt Angle Lock. Yeah, man. Paperboy. He ends up making it back across to his house, and this is where we get our introduction to not one, but two hogs. I wasn't prepared for this. I did not, once again, shout out to Nadia, because I didn't pay attention to the dude at the store. I guess him mentioning the hogs, but I didn't know it was hogs. So once we come across the hogs, I'm looking the same way Paperboy was looking. Straight up. Like, ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no way.
Bruh, I'm like, where you good? Grab the skillet. Nigga, kill it.
He just threw it. He just threw the skillet, and that motherfucker just charged at him. This goddamn hog charged straight at Paperboy, and he looked like he's wrestling with it. I'm thinking, is Paperboy about to try to pick him up? Was he trying to pick him up? He looked like he was trying to pick him up as far as the hog.
Bruh, Paperboy held his own
yes. On some UFC shit, because he looked like he put him to sleep or he choked him out.
He did. He choked him out, and then he beat him in the head
with the skillet. This is where I'm sitting there like, Paperboy, watch your back. Where the other hog? What other hog?
Yeah, that's why I was like, yes, it was two of them. It was two of them.
Man.
Bruh, and then the fact that they was eating his product, and I'm just like, so they not
had set up for a whole trap, because he had set a whole trap up for them, trying to catch them or whatever. And I'm on his type of time because I'm asleep. I ain't no way I'm staying. I'm asleep. And it seemed comfortable. That spot he had seemed very comfortable, relaxing. In the middle of nowhere, nobody.
But ain't nobody bother him. See?
Yes, I wouldn't. Yes, I'll probably. Yeah, they'll give me a couple weekends, man. I'm out. And I'm like him too. I'm hitting that D&D. I'll let y'all know at the time. Even with the Draco.
Yeah. He seemed like he was just enjoying himself and not,
And
like I
being
said,
to
not.
himself.
Yeah.
But yes, man, the whole confrontation between him and the Hog, a moment of moments. Never thought I would have seen a moment like this well, I ain't gonna say Atlanta, but just
In
what the
Atlanta,
episode was leading
anything
up
is
to,
possible.
especially with the trailer. I'm thinking supernatural. I'm thinking he coming across maybe even a kill out there in the woods or something. I don't know anything, but yeah, we dealing with a Hog. What's really funny about this episode, though, is when he finally gets to the phone to talk to Ern, which I'm thinking he's trying to get to that phone and say, Ern, come get me. I got to go to the hospital. I got to go get some help. My leg is jacked up. All of this. No.
Right.
No. Yeah, I'm good, Ern. What's up?
I was like, nigga, you not good. You not good. You just wrestled a fucking wild hog with a hobbled
the paper
leg.
boy, man.
Nigga,
He still don't want to
good.
be disturbed. Like, I don't care. I made it this far. I deal with it.
Dang, I was like, no, this nigga did.
But in all seriousness, he's going to need help because his foot is broke. Like, his bone's sticking out of his foot. Like, yeah, he's going to have to go do something. Unless he know how to do that shit, or he's going to look it up on YouTube like he did with the tractor.
He might have looked it up. Maybe it's not as bad as we thought, but I thought I saw bone and shit too.
I know one damn thing. I would have closed that door. He laying on the floor, closed that door. It was another hog out there, if I'm not mistaken. Close the door. But yes, man, this is leading into our season finale, which is going to be next week. Look like another interesting one. I already seen the trailer for that one. Definitely. Y'all, Sunday, we will have that one for Sunday for sure. As far as the season finale for Atlanta, season 4, final season, by the way. I've been thinking about it. I might possibly, not all of them, but I might possibly do like a retro review of season 1, episode by episode too, not the whole season, because that's my favorite season out of all of them. I think season 2 is probably the more interesting one as far as Robin season. With everything, I feel like got more serious.
I can't even tell you because I watched them back to back, so I can't even distinguish which season this was. Because, like, literally, I was one of those people that I got on Atlanta late. So, like, by the time I started watching season 1 and season 2 was fully out. So I just binge watched the whole damn thing. And then I started with season 3.
I know season 1 is him basically trying to earn when he basically got kicked out of what's her name. And he just trying to become Paperboy manager. And I know season 2.
Which one had the flashback episode where the little boy was where Aaron had got the FUBU from like Marshalls and TJ Maxx or some shit like that, and then they was talking about who FUBU is fake because another dude had on the exact same thing, but one was made in Bangladesh and one was made. It was when Aaron and Paperboy was kids. Y'all remember that episode? That was a good episode.
It might be season 2.
It ended
might be.
Though. I mean,
you got to go back now. It might be season 2.
It ended tragically. Let me say that, not badly.
You know what? It's got to be season 2 because season 3 was majority of them overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was
4,
because
right?
we got that anthology shit because the first episode of season 3 is the little boy who got adopted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And season 2 is season 2 is when they trying to rob the chicken spot and old girl gets shot in the head.
I like the episode where they in jail.
Season 1. I'll never forget that. That's season
that
1.
That is the funniest shit.
Funny. I was never prepared for Atlanta after that episode. I think season 1, that's the same season with the introduction to Black America Network or something like that, and our boy transracial.
Yeah, because I think that was like one of the like the one before the finale or some shit like that. But yeah, I gotta remember which one it was. But yeah, that was a flashback episode. I'm
gonna have to check that one out. I gotta look that one up. Man, damn, I can't remember. It gotta be season 2. It gotta be. Y'all let me know though if y'all know this episode that Nadia is mentioning because it possibly is season 1. I don't know. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about episode 8, the Goof who sat by the door. episode 9. Alfred Wright, Alfred's World. Albert Wright, Alfred's World. And let me know how y'all looking forward to episode 10 of the final season. Are y'all gonna miss Atlanta? Do y'all hope we get a spinoff in Los Angeles? I kind of hope we do. Or just any type of spinoff as far as Atlanta. I hope we even get something like an anthology as far as him just doing different episodes based on different people across Atlanta or even a different state or whatever. It don't matter. City or whatever. So y'all let me know. Other than that, make sure y'all tune in next week. Tuesday or Wednesday, we're trying to do the Wood Retro Review. Of course, Uncut This Talk this Friday. We got King's Disease as far as New Music Friday. I was gonna try to do Real Talk, but we got y'all still this one. I got that coming up still. But yeah, we're gonna try to talk about that.
We should probably do that before or after Thanksgiving. The Real Time.
Yeah, we got we got 1 week again after next week before Thanksgiving, don't we?
Don't ask me.
I gotta let y'all know too about that week. I think I'll still be good. Yeah, I'll be good because
because I'm gonna say that's a Friday.
Yeah, I'll be good. That's still my birthday weekend, but I'll be straight. 25th. I ain't even gonna say it because you'll be laughing because I'll be like Sags.
Sagittarius season. Y'all coming up. Let Scorpios finish though.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Y'all out here
Scorpios,
do what y'all do.
They be trying to act like they fire signs when they water signs.
Oh,
calm down, water signs.
What y'all do?
I like Scorpios though. My best friend is a Scorpio.
I know some Scorpios, and I've been around some. Like you said, I thought I was confused at one point. I was like, "Ain't no, Scorpio." No, I'm not. I know them.
You're Sagittarius. You are the fire sign.
Let them do what they do.
You the fire sign that everybody forget about, though. I'm sorry. I don't know why they forget, because y'all just as fiery as the other motherfuckers. y'all just not as arrogant or flamboyant as Leos. I'm just being honest.
I gotta keep up with the signs. Because I'm somebody who
Jay-Z
still sees like I don't believe in.
Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius.
I see them. See, y'all see that? And them signs right there. Them my people. We go.
See, and that's how I feel about Libras. I be like,
50 a Virgo though. I think 50 a Virgo or Cancer.
He Cancer.
Okay.
He Cancer.
All right. G, goddamn, Lloyd Banks might be a goddamn November.
But yeah, that's like Lil Wayne is a Libra. He is September Libra at that, since people always want to talk shit about September Libras. Lil Wayne is a September Libra.
Oh, speaking of, I got that clip uploading for y'all. It's like, that's about 40 minutes. We had a long conversation, and I made sure I got every little detail, because mentioning it, Kanye was mixed into there and all of that. So I'm definitely going to upload that for y'all after we get done with this, because I didn't want it to be slowing this down or whatever while I was uploading. So yeah, we got that for y'all, and I got a couple clips I'm probably gonna work on some more. But other than that, y'all let me know how y'all felt about this recent episode of Atlanta, or these recent episodes of Atlanta, and let me know how y'all feeling about Atlanta ending as far as this being the final season. Other than that, let me know if y'all looking forward to anything else coming from Donald Glover. I think he got something coming on Amazon Prime that he's going to be producing, or no, matter of fact, I think it's his own show. I think he's creating it. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think he's supposed to be doing that. And he's going to be starting in it. So, yeah, I think that's the next thing he got coming.
It has nothing to do with the movie, though, right?
Nah, I think it's still going to be, I guess, the premise of the movie, but not based off Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt and what they was doing. But I think the premise still, I think they're doing the premise. And it's not a movie, a series, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. Being who Donald Glover is, you never know what he's gonna do with his mind frame. But yeah, other than that, once again, Uncut This Talk this Friday, The Wood Tuesday or Wednesday. Nadia, you let me know how you feeling about your schedule and which time is good for you.
Neither, but it's whatever.
I'm saying, all right. Yeah, I can do it. I got it.
No, I want to do the wood. I want to do the wood.
After the wood, I'm gonna try to do Four Brothers and New Jersey Drive. That's the lineup right now as far as retro reviews. New movie reviews is going to be Black Panther: Wakanda Forever next week.
Damn, that
Other
come
than
out
that,
next week.
yes, it's this week. Well, this week, matter of fact, I think it's this week.
Oh,
Yeah, I
damn.
got to. We are definitely planning on trying to do that. Trying
But
to once again.
now I gotta make plans.
Yo, we got to, man. We got to try to do that one, definitely. And I want to try to. Well, I ain't gonna try. I'm going to the theater to go see that, definitely.
I gotta go. I just don't know when I'm at time.
Just let me know, man. Just let me know, because I'm definitely gonna try to do a little vlog. Definitely, that's gonna be an experience. Definitely.
All right.
Wakanda forever. We back. But other than that, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Road to 11,000. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Make sure you follow us on Twitch, The Low Key Cave. Other than that, we out.
Hey.